So all this stuff, I am not a great tracker. That's not my bread and butter. I am very good at escape and evasion. And that is, in order to escape and evade, I'm going to be tracked, and I need to know how they work, how they think, what they're going to be looking for, because I need to mitigate all of their advantages, all of the things they're going to look for. So when I'm crossing a road like this, or a path, I'm not going to cross at a straight angle, because what does that tell? Everything that I leave tells the hunter force something specific. And I want to, it's an information game, and I want to keep their information to a minimum, or even better, I want to confuse or deceive them. In this case, as I walked straight across, what did I just show them? Here's my path. I've got about 4 feet of angle, about at this angle. Don't even have to worry about tracking right here. I've got my entry right here along the same angle. Very easy to see. What have I just given away? My general direction of travel. A big concept when you're tracking. One of the first things you want to establish when you're tracking a human or an animal is their general direction of travel. They don't tend to travel randomly. They tend to be going someplace. So in this case, I've got a line, an angle right along here. So based on that, plus the other information I've gathered, because I've tracked this person for several miles, say for instance, I have a general direction of travel of this. I've got 40 degrees of angle that is the general direction of travel for my quarry. So if I'm looking at this general direction of travel, 40 degrees, I have a fairly impenetrable vine covered trees there, which maybe I want to go on the other side of it. Maybe my true direction of travel is that way. I'm not going to go right through that. That would be stupid. I'd cut a big hole in it and it would be a pain in the ass. But right here, there is a path of least resistance that still falls within my general direction of travel. So that's where I'm going to look for my spoor. That's where I'm going to follow my quarry. And they may curve back in because I've got a general direction of travel somewhere within this angle. Based on all the information I have, this is the general direction of travel. So that's something I want to establish as a tracker, but even more so, I want to know as the hunted, that's what they think they know. This is the general direction of travel. This is the direction of travel within this angle I've been traveling for the last 2 days, for instance. So they're very certain that this is the way I'm going. So they've anticipated maybe that boat dock up there is where I'm getting away. Or maybe there's an airplane, or they're building, the helicopter is going to come get me. Who knows, whatever it is, they're going to be looking for my extract point along these lines. But I've thought ahead, and I've spent this entire day and a half creating a general direction of travel to deceive them. And now I get to this road, I know they're looking on this angle, that's what they're going to think I've traveled on. I'm going to come across, creating that deception trail right there, and then I'm going to move right here, and I'm going to move along this path another 500 meters, 800 meters, another 3 kilometers, and then jump off and go that way, because that's where I really want to go. That entire 3 days worth of general direction of travel is just to deceive them, to get them sucked into where I want them to believe I'm going. And I'm going to be moving along this human trail, but let's just say this is a game trail in the wilderness, or something that's, well, even on this trail right here. I don't want to be moving. It's safe to assume they have my footprints at this point in time. They know what kind of shoe I'm wearing. They're going to be able to identify my tracks from all the other contamination, the other people that have moved along this trail. So what I want to do is I want to give them as little as possible. I'm always going to leave spoor. One of the things you need to think about is the juice worth the squeeze? Is me covering all that color change and those pointers up and bringing that grass back to its natural state going to be worth it to the time I'm going to spend doing that to keep them from following me? Or is that going to be a waste of time? Am I better off just giving them that and then moving over here and giving as little as possible? When moving along a trail like this, you never want to walk right in the middle or where you're going to leave a lot of spoor that they can take their pace stick and follow my footprints one by one. I want to move right on the edge. Right here is where I want to step. You can see that there's grass and there's gravel and there's less for me to disturb and for them to see as I move. So in manhunt, I would do this all the time. I'd find a game trail. If I had to move along a trail, if I was using a trail for deception, I would walk like this. So while I am leaving sign and spoor, it's going to be very difficult to see, especially if they're moving fast. It's going to be difficult to see, it's going to be hard to follow, and I can still move quickly because I got to keep moving too. I know they're cutting up on me, they're closing that time distance relationship. I've got to keep moving as well. So it's how much do I want? It's a relationship of speed versus stealth. I can cover all my tracks and move super slow, or I can move super fast and leave a lot of spoor. Which is at my advantage right now? That's what I have to decide. And the true art of this is knowing when to move very slow and cover everything up, and when to move quickly and leave some spoor for them. It's all about which is at my advantage. I want to always play to my advantage and not their advantage.